Welcome one and all to this 41st episode of D&D with me, Mike.
And me, Zoe.
And today we are going to keep working on these vases a little bit so we can pick them up, which is nice and dandy. And then we can chuck them, and that's good too. But what happens if I throw one against another? Well, I missed this time, but the point is nothing happens. And that's the problem. We need to do something to make it so that if a vase detects hitting another vase, then we do something about it. Or whatever.
Can we make like an on-collision enter for this?
Well, it already is there. So you throw it straight into the wall. Anyway, so let's get working. So the issue here is, I think we have a breakable, don't we?
We have destructible. You're right in it.
Destructible. Okay, so on collision enter. If not destroyed, then destructible in a layer is not player, then instantiate, destroy, etc. Now we need to check the C. So, irrespective of whether we're destructible or not, we need to check the C. So here you're gonna say switch. Hit tab twice. C.gameObject.layer. Tab. Do we have a tab or enter? Sure. No, too late. Do we have a layer? Yes, we do. So redo this switch. Go switch. Tab. Open around and open around right away. Layer, all caps. There it is. One up. Close it. And now C.gameObject.layer. There we go. And now hit enter. That's better. So if we hit an enemy, well, we would need to check if it's a bomb, because if it's a bomb, we need to blow up. And if it's a map obstacle,
The map obstacle?
I think that's what the vase is. That's the pickup. Rongo bongo. Entities, vase.
It's an interactive object.
Interactive object. Oh, are we missing some layers? Certainly looks that way. So we've got, oh dear, we're missing a few. Player awareness, edge object, carried object, interactive object, trigger area, and pickup.
So edge object.
Edge object. Comma enter. In carried object, interactive object.
Trigger area pickup.
Trigger area pickup. And pickup. Save. Alright, now we can go back to destructible.
And redo the switch.
Yes, probably the fastest, but copy this first. Type SW, tab, paste, enter. There you go, pretty good. So, interactive object, we're interested in that, but we're also interested in enemy.
Definitely not colliding with awareness.
What about the bomb? So enemy bomb
is an enemy.
Oh, but it has an enemy bomb script on it. We could do it very differently as well. Yeah, we're gonna do it quite differently now. Here's what we're gonna do. So here you're gonna do if, actually not even that, type enemy bomb and call it EB equals, oh wait, we should damage the enemy, shouldn't we? That would be much better. Enemy E Yeah, and we're gonna give the destructible a certain damage. So here you go, serialize field. Close it, private int impact damage. Semicolon.
Equals what?
1 for now. Save. Oh wait, no,
No,
not
wait,
a
we're
float,
doing an
it's an
int.
Oh dear, undo. Save. Okay, so impact damage. So enemy E equals C dot game object dot get component enemy. So we're trying to get an enemy component from the collider.
Mm-hmm.
Semicolon. And actually, wait, this may be a problem because the collider may be on a child object. So go C attached rigid body. No, you can't do that. So do this first and dot attached rigid body. There we go. Dot game object. Okay, so this is save. So it's a bit complicated because C is a collision, not a collider. So this is just basically a class that only contains information about the collision that happened, right?
Okay.
And we then are going to go to the collider, which exists inside the collision.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the collider, we can obtain the attached rigid body. The attached rigid body is the parent rigid body of all of the colliders of that object.
Okay.
Well, never mind. The closest parent rigid body, because you could have multiple rigid bodies too.
Yeah.
And then it gets complicated. But at any rate, so we are going to assume there's only one. That's usually our case. So you go to attach rigid body. Then you go dot game object. So you get the game object that rigid body is on. And then you get the enemy.
Yeah.
And now we're going to check if the enemy is null. Or not null, rather. It's not null. And now we know there's an enemy, so we can say AE dot take damage. AE. E. Your enemy. Dot take damage, whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, there it is. Take damage. Open round.
We
And he
need
has damage,
the damage.
impact
so
damage.
Impact damage.
There it is. Close the round, semicolon. So if I'm right, the bomb should explode with this. Then here you're also going to create another one, which you're going to call distractible and call it D.
We are indestructible. Does this work?
Yeah, but this is going to be another distractible, the one you've hit. Copy all of this,
Oh, okay.
paste it here, copy this, paste it here. So if there's a distractible on the thing we just hit, if D is not null, there's another way to do this as well, but I don't want to teach you it yet. It's kind of hard to read. Close the round, open the squiggle, save, and there you go. D dot. Aha. So you see all of our instantiation of the destruction here. Okay, so that's pretty good, but I want it in a separate method so we can call it.
Okay.
Oh, I also just noticed this won't work because we've destroyed the game object first. So yeah, cut all of this and put it here. Save. Now we're gonna create a void break.
Oops.
Yeah, it's done all sorts of silly things. It makes it. I love it when it helps you. It's a break object with a capital O object.
Object.
And we don't need this. And now you cut all of this, put it in here, and copy all of this, paste it here. This one needs semicolon over here, and this one needs to be public. So we can call it externally. And here you go, d.break object. Yeah, open, close, round, semicolon. Right, so
You
if
said
we
this
hit
wouldn't work?
save, what?
You said this won't work because the destroy game
Oh yeah,
object
that's
was
pretty
first.
ridiculous. So cut this, put it here, I think this is safe. This is just there, so we don't risk having to do it again. Yeah. Anyway, so there we go, and this should now work.
Let's see.
Pretty good.
So first we have
I think I've hidden everything. No, maybe not. One, please. See, we're taking 3 hearts. That's not good. Right, so we got 3 hearts, and we should have only gotten 2. And my bet is one affects the other, that affects the one, that affects the other. Oh, I missed. So in this case we only got 2, but I know where we're getting more. And the reason why that's happening is because the first one is impacting the second one is impacting the first one, etc. So we need to check if not destroyed. So See, the problem is, okay, so copy this.
Done.
Cut this. Put it here.
Copying gets undone now.
Eh?
The copying gets undone if you cut.
Copy all of this. If open, paste, close, open squiggle, close, save. Now let's try this. Basically we're having a little bit of like one collides with the other, but the other one doesn't collide with the one, or both collide with one another. So they're both looking for each other's break. Destructible, and if they find each other's destructible, then they destroy the other. If I didn't miss, that would be great.
Hey, did you notice the heart stayed there?
What do you mean?
It stayed in the other place.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're gonna have to do something about that. Oh wow, was I in the wrong way? My word. I mean, not that you'll never notice this. Hello.
Why is he any flash?
I think Unity is Crashio. Boom. Unity dead.
Unity has died.
It's not impossible that we caused it. Because you may get like these bouncy calls. So perhaps we should do something else. I've got an idea. I'm almost sure there is something here. Destructible. I think lowercase destructible, yeah, is when you pick it up. Right? So we need to check if it's destructible. And if it's not destructible, then we shouldn't do that. So here, go if no exclamation mark destructible, or rather, yeah, if destructible, close the round, open a squiggle, and close it, save. So if we're destructible, then
we can do all this.
Yes.
Wait, go back please. Isn't this useless now that we've put it here?
Save. In fact, this is redundant here. I don't think we're gonna need that at all. But it's okay. It doesn't hurt anything if it's there. It's just sort of like an ultra safety check. Press 1. Okay, now aim right, Daddy. Okay, only 2 hearts.
You got hurt, apparently.
I did.
Now check bombs. You have to check bombs.
Yeah, well, we don't have vases. Okay, only 2. We should never get more than 2.
Or 1 if the other vase didn't break.
Like I said, we should only get a maximum of 2. Okay, that's looking good.
Unity is not Crashio, which is good.
Well, we'll see. I like that sometimes they end up on top of the walls. There's nothing you can do about it. Just, I can't reach it. It's funny. Okay, so let's now add a vase. Ooh. Yes. So this is a infinite call stack. That's what's happening.
Mm.
So we are getting an infinite amount of calls is my bet. But now we should have fixed it, frankly. Let's close Unity again, because once you trigger the type of error, it'll keep on staying and possibly replicating. So let's close it, launch it again, and hope. With the change we've made now, unless you're destructible, your on-collision enter should do nothing. So it's the other vase that's destroying you, not the other way around, which is good. Press 1. Let's go to minimize here.
Why doesn't it show the scene? And
Depends on the angle. We happen to be exactly flat. It's kind of cool though.
he's walking on air.
Yeah, no errors.
Yeah.
I think we may have fixed it. You gotta be careful. When you do more complex stuff, the Stack Overflow bugs are possible. So you basically have a reoccurring call infinitely.
We had it with the boom, 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 boom of bombs. They were blowing up each other.
Okay, yes, exactly. We had it there too. Now, so we've done this bit. Now what we need to do is we need to...
Test the bombs and add real, healing sounds to the player when he picks the hearts up.
Yes. Okay, so let's... First of all, to test the bombs, we need to go to GIMP
And put
map.
a vase
Put
close
a
to a
vase,
bomb.
yeah, somewhere up here.
Hey, that would be cool. You could save yourself like that. If you were a fast aimer.
Okay, so hide entity info. Okay, so there's the vases. The vases.
You want to go on entities. Yeah, entity tiles.
And entity tile, we'll put a vase right over here.
On the patch of brown grass. Brown grass.
And there should probably be oh. Alright, we can't pick them up at the beginning.
This is useless pretty much. We have to go grab the glove first.
Yeah, but it's good to because if a bomb explodes into them, it's something we need to account for, right?
Mhm.
And then hearts can pop out.
And also you might want to change the entity info for their
Yeah, of course.
probability.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
All.
no, just half. So 50-50. Okay.
50 chances.
So Control Shift D. Entities.
I think you put entity information in entities.
I did not control. Did I?
Yes, you did. You pressed entities and you even said entities.
Okay, hit Control Shift D again, but I'm pretty sure that's what I did.
You pressed entities.
Yeah, and I'm on entities.
But you're on entity info.
No, I'm not. It's hidden.
Oh. Okay.
Control Shift D. You're talking rubbish.
I am talking rubbish.
Alright, so here we go. Now we should have a few of those. Now, I'm not expecting... Oh yes, I'm expecting the bomb to explode. Press 1.
And let's maximize this card to see. We have to grab the glove first. Oh wait, we can have the glove one truck.
Well, then go up.
That worked. Now try to make a bomb explode in it.
It's not gonna do anything. What we need to try is pick up a bomb and throw it into one of the vases. See? I expected that. So,
Boing.
yeah, so we need a bomb that collides. So this is gonna be information on the bomb specifically, I think. I think bomb should have on collision
Bomb
enter.
right there.
Should have on collision enter. It does not. So it should be enemy then. On collision enter. There it is.
Uh-huh.
So on collision enter, if it collides with map obstacle player or enemy,
Die.
and if it's type enemy bomb. Case tab dot It's not.
It's not that. It's an interactive object.
Interactive object, colon. Save. Right, so it'll die. That's only half of the equation. The other half is when you explode, it does the physics test. And it's checking for player layer. Then explosion check layer. This one is in the game manager. Oh, that's why we couldn't see, I think. Excuse me. The entire scene was hidden. So, game manager, explosion, enemy, check. So yeah, enemy, map obstacle, and interactive object. And transform, get component, player, take damage. That's odd. So if raycast hit transform get player is not null. Oh wait, explosion enemy check layer. Never mind. So explosion check layer, explosion enemy check layer.
I think we're checking for the enemy and the objects differently.
Looks that way. So obstacle layer is obstacle, but also interactive object, possibly.
What else is interactive? A switch. So will it blow up? If
No, you would need to. The switch has a trigger collider, not collider. So. Okay, so here's the enemy layer. Yeah, I think obstacle layer. We would need to do a test there too. And it's doing raycast checks as well. I'm tempted to have another one of these layer masks instead. So.
For vases only?
Well, for anything breakable.
So destructible layer.
Something like that. Ay. Not too happy with this. It's starting to become chaotic. Bad design. Copy all of this. Paste it. Indestructible. Save. Right, so again we're gonna have to bless you, we're gonna have to make a check for whether the thing is already destroyed or not, that sort of thing. So we need to redo this. So copy all of this. Paste it here. Destructible layer. There it is. So CSS to transform is not transform. Okay, this should not happen. So this is a redundant question. Shift tab. So we got a direction. Transform 0, yeah. Ray, yeah. Raycast hit, yeah. Explosion enemy check layer. Let's just check for obstacle here. So just type obstacle layer. There it is. Save. Oh no. Because this ray would test for obstacles, not for obstacles in the other thing. I know what this is for.
What is it for?
Put an exclamation mark here. Save. Now we're gonna grab CIs. Yeah, so we don't need this and this. Shift tab. Destructible. Yeah. D. Copy. Paste. Save. So there's a problem inherently here. These are colliders, I think. Yeah, there are problems everywhere here. It's kind of risky. We should do the auto-attached rigid body everywhere. So, attached rigid body in there. That's much better. So hold shift, copy. No, I didn't ask you to paste, did I?
Sorry.
Paste here. Paste here. Paste here. Paste here. So I'm attaching it to the end of every collider here and here. Save. Alright.
Press
Undo
space.
and then save. Yeah. So if we don't need an if, well, at least not that if. We need a different if. So destructible. Make this public. So we can go and test it.
Okay.
And then we can break object. So
And we bump.
Yeah. If d dot destructible not exclamation mark d dot break open close round semicolon. Now break object, yeah, it only does itself, it doesn't care about the rest. Okay, that should work. Save. So we need to do a few things. Press 1 so we can
Pick things up.
do some of this analysis. Let's see here. So we need to pick up a bomb and throw it.
Didn't work.
Yeah, well, that's normal because we forgot to assign the layers. So that's one thing. Game manager destructible layer is interactive object. Okay, you should be correct because we're looking for destructibles. So press 1.
I press 2. 1.
Ow.
Time to heal.
I ate it. Still doesn't work. It's kind of hard to aim. Bit unlucky with these vases. So it's still not working, which is interesting. Oh boy.
You are less stuck on the wall.
Wait.
And no hard ceiling. You are dead. No, you're not.
Do the bombs explode if they come in contact with one another? I think so. Yes. Okay, so there's still a problem. It's still not happening. So on collision, enter for the bomb. Or explode rather. So instantiate, well, first of all we call die, now that I think about it. And inside die, if you're a bomb, explode. Alright, so nothing special. Here you go look for all of the colliders. Overlap, sphere, transfer position, explosion radius, destructible layer. There's a few possibilities. Let's take a look at the vase. Map, entities, vase. Okay, that's a very simple one. The collider's right here, the rigid body's right here, interactive object. That should work correctly. So we should get here if, yeah, and check the distance and throw the ray. Ray has this hit. If ray has hit out obstacle layer, if it doesn't hit the obstacle layer, so, the problem is it does. Aha, I understand now why we had that destructible layer thing. and how we have these doubles. Explosion enemy check, right? Explosion check, and we need an explosion destructible check. That's a bit annoying. Copy. Paste it. Call this one interactive, by the way. And copy interactive. Paste it here. Replace this with a capital I. Save. Copy this. Paste it here. Change this to this. Save. And just type in int. There it is. So now we're gonna do the same test as before. So copy all of this. Paste it right here. So if raycast hit component, copy destructible, paste it here, is not null. Cut this, paste it here. Alright, save. So because if we hit the wall before we hit that, then it won't count. Okay, that makes sense. Before we were only testing for the wall. Now we're testing for the vase first. So press 1.
Finished.
Okay. Still nothing. Did you save? You did. What the heck? Okay, give me a second. This is becoming annoying. Physics raycast hit, blah 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 blah. Oh, we're idiots. We forgot to assign the layer masks. So interactive layer, interactive object, interactive is interactive object, and obstacle. There. Now it should work. Oh boy. 1. Come on, bomb. Help me out. Okay, so that's something. But it hasn't happened on contact, which is an issue. So enemy has on collision enter. If aggressive, switch how you type. Enemy bomb. If it's water, do something. If it's interactive object, die. This didn't happen. This clearly did not happen. How come?
Wait, shouldn't it? Just a question that's not related. Is it if the bomb hits water, doesn't it die as well?
Not at the moment, but.
Well, it wouldn't.
Wait a moment.
Wouldn't it
if
die as well?
aggressive. So if it's aggressive, IE type. Okay, so that's my type. This should happen. How come it doesn't happen? C game object. Okay, so let's change the C as well to attached. Okay, collider attached rigid body get object layer. And by the way, this needs to be tested here too. It's an interesting thing I've left behind here. So enemy interactive object. It's the vase should definitely be that, and somehow that's not happening. That is weird. It should die immediately, but it doesn't. You don't even need to give me the glove for now. I'm just going to sort of lure them into the vases and see. So that has worked. So maybe when we throw them, they're not aggressive. Maybe that's it.
They are definitely aggressive.
No, it may be a different state.
Oh.
Oh. Passive.
Carried object.
Passive.
Passive.
That's the one. So on passive, if they hit water, they die. And if they hit interactive object, they should die. Interesting that they don't die when they hit a map obstacle. That's kind of weird. That explains why you can throw them over things. Huh. Yeah, that may be a bit of a poopy design, frankly. But that's alright.
Well, we used it for a puzzle.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's inconsistent. Right, the vases can't be thrown. I'll demonstrate it to you in a moment.
Why didn't you test it here when there were no annoying bombs?
So that worked. Oh dear. Yes. Oh dear. There we go. So now, check this out. I bet you I cannot throw the vase over the fence. I mean, I may be wrong, but I don't think I can. Instead, I can, so that's good. It hit the second fence though, but that's okay.
Now you can.
But this one is very easy to do because it won't collide with the walls, right? When it's being passively thrown. The vase is different. Yeah, so it must have collided with the wall just there or something. Curious about something. Can I cheese it? How close?
Almost blew up on your face. Over.
All the way over.
That means you can definitely take it over one wall.
I don't know. Yeah, it needs to fall down. I don't think it's that easy. I mean, it may be possible, but it's gonna take a serious effort. Anyway.
You might be able to get like there and then.
So we fixed this. Now let's go find those sounds. So something just that, you know, makes the guy breathe of relief. Was guy B, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Not A.
Come on, but I don't remember.
Where it was.
Was it this one? Right.
Human male B. Was this the one? Yeah, that's the one. Which one is the one?
This is the right.
Yeah, the right file.
Group of samples. So we've got attack sets. We'll worry about those later. Cough, death, effort. I don't think we need those. Growl, hurt, pain, laugh. That's when he gets good items.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work. We need something like.
We had a one upwards.
Yeah. What's this quick?
This would be good if he was throwing the bomb.
Oh dear. We don't have these already?
They're quite long, so we probably tried not to choose them.
Pick up.
This is him picking him
Huh.
up.
We have them. So all we need to do is just call the right one. For some reason we must have forgotten we had them. Or maybe we didn't even create a group for him. I don't know.
Don't think we created a group for them.
Vase break, blah blah blah. Player pick
Player heart, maybe? Right there.
Looks that way. So it should be under pickup. No. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Is that the one? On collision enter. Collect, pick up. Collect, pick up. Player heal.
Also,
heal.
you have
Audio manager. Player heart. Save.
That was easy.
Yeah. It's the easiest way of creating sounds ever. Found sound that was already there. Winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Okay, what should we do next?
Level design?
What?
Level design?
Okay, we only have 15 minutes. So
Then level design's pretty good if we can stop it.
So the next level is all sort of a puzzly bit, but we've noticed it's very, very hard for young players in particular.
Yeah, because the other guy trying it.
Yeah, they keep on getting killed, etc.
Luckily, we haven't programmed death in the game.
Yeah. So the first bomb we never saw any problems with. These ones are easy to avoid because you can
get
do
noticed.
this. It's really easy. Here it's the problem. It's the solving this puzzle is too difficult. Solving this puzzle is too difficult. Is it gonna smash into the wall? Yeah, cool. I don't even need to move. Yeah, so solving this puzzle is too difficult. We could put a couple vases here and do something with that. So I have a room full of vases that you can use.
That room. That room is great.
No, but that room you need to get there, banana. You need vases that you can throw at this first. Now, the question is, can those switches be triggered by other things? On trigger, enter, collider C. Literally any collider. Okay. So, what?
Just test that.
What prefab maps entities switch? It's a trigger area. Edit project settings, physics. Can an interactive object hit the trigger area?
No. At the moment, no.
Alright, now they can. So the vase can hit the switch if necessary. I think this is a great option.
We've got a thing that...
What?
We've got a thing that does not blow up if you hold it for too long.
I just realized something else as well. When the enemy is designed to start, when the enemy starts going on a patrol, it may not check for interactive objects, but only obstacles. So that may be a problem. Yeah, raycast hit, there it is. Blah. Obstacle layer. That's a problem.
Can we just do and manager.script the other one?
No. Maybe you get a plus, but I'd be very surprised. Can you do this? You can. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'd be very surprised, but interactive layer. We need to test this. So to test this, we're gonna there's the bomb, and this one walks straight down. Let's give the entities no chance. Sure, that's fine. So let's just Control-Shift-D, entities. Okay, let's go see if this bomb is going to cleverly not walk through it. In this case, you could even explode into it, I don't know. Yeah, it's clever. It's clever, so that works for me. What was I gonna do? I can't remember. Alright, level design. So we said we were gonna create a room here on the right. Let's quickly view show grid. There's plenty of room. So we're gonna go to the tiles, grab a bit of gray.
We've got this little opening we could use for something.
Yeah, we've got plenty of options now. We could also create a small pool here, which could work okay. So
Door with the spikes would be good here.
yes, there will be this. Oh, that's an entity. Right here. And a switch.
Maybe in this room?
No. Zoe, are you even thinking? Like, think about it. Can you get here first? How are you going to open this door? You need to get here first. This door locks behind you. What are you talking about? It's like, you need to think, right? So, we need the thing that opens this, right? I don't want it to open before the player gets here for tutorialization purposes. Players don't have a lot of trouble getting here. They do this okay, right? They get to the glove okay. Then they pick up the hand of God, then they can use it. That's all good. How do you get here? That's the question, right? So, I've got an idea or two. And here's what we'll do. We will create another corridor that goes right there. And here we're going to create another switch. And this switch I'm going to put here, then another one here. It's going to get messy. So this door needs to open. This will open this door and close this door. So never mind, we don't need this. This switch will open this door.
Okay.
And then this switch will close this door. And then here there will be 2 switches in a row. And then that's it. Now, in tiles, we're gonna grab this and open it up here. Go out here, walk around here, and down here. Now here we need another gate. Oh, whoops. Entity.
That one of these will open?
Yes. So you do this sort of roundabout thing, right?
Are you going to add walls around that?
Eh?
Because the player could fall. We should at least add a ladder somewhere here.
Yeah, of course.
Because otherwise they could cheese all the way.
Well, I mean, I think, frankly, the best thing here will probably be to do just a single fortress, so you can't leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
The entire level or something. So we'll worry about that in a bit. But yeah, we should probably have this. Right, and then we'll figure it out. It doesn't matter at the moment. So on entities, we're gonna need ladder as well, which is this thing. One over here and one over here. And maybe one over here too. So maybe here we'll figure out something with water later. It's not important now. We definitely need more walls here. Okay, so let's think this through again. We arrive here, we open this gate, we close this gate, pick up the glove, go up here, go over here, open this gate, open this gate. Right, and now finally we can get to this green stuff, and let's make it interesting.
Should we make some kind of shape?
Yeah.
Diamond.
Yeah, and probably here we're gonna create our first money drops or whatever. That's something we had to do. Lol. Entity tiles. Okay, now grab these vases.
This time I forgot about the money.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Windmills.
Little windmill. I think we're gonna do this.
That's a lot of vases.
Yeah, so it gives you loads of ammo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can
For
go
the
back.
upcoming battles.
Well, yeah, and if you don't understand, you can actually use the. Oh, my bad.
It's because those are.
If you don't understand, you can actually use the thingies.
Mm-hmm.
the bombs, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. That's pretty good. Then we'll decide what to do with this later. Okay, so this should work. Now what we need to do, and it's the hardest thing, is figuring out how to deal with the gates. Right, so remember we've got the problem that we need to assign a certain value to each of the switches and gates, and becomes complicated. Right, so
level of red should rotate the spikes. Thinking about the spikes.
yeah. So I think you're correct. So
level of green did something too, and level of blue was like which switch corresponds to which.
So
one.
this particular thing, this spike has absolutely no color. This switch opens this gate. So it's interesting to see that this gate, what color is it? So it's very little green, no red, and some blue. I don't remember why. Right, so there's a gate down here. Let's take a look. There's less blue, more green.
We're supposed to make the gates correspond to each other, I think.
Yes, but I don't...
With the levels of blue.
Same amount. Okay, so this one... Aha! So this one here has this green and this blue. And this one has the same green and blue, but it also, this one has half red. Or full red or something. Yeah, full red.
That's because this is rotated.
Okay, so this one will need to have full red and have a certain color. So this one has full blue or something? No, it doesn't have anything. So this one is full black. And how does... So this one that's full black is opened by this switch, which is full black. Okay, got it. So it looks like the green and the blue are... No, they're not totally arbitrary. One of them determines the color. And the other one determines the other one determines the association. So blue is probably association, green is the color. I'm not sure, but that would be my bet. Let's try. Yeah. This method of designing maps, complicated. Probably not a brilliant idea. Yeah, door ID is blue. And the door color is green. And it goes by switch spike colors dot length. Now, how many switch spike
5
colors we have? You sure about that?
Yep. You can check if you want.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I don't remember. So it's in map. Weld should have a map. Switch spike colors. Yeah, there's 5. Okay, so we've already used 3 of them, and I think we used these. We didn't use yellow in this level or purple, and we're running out. This is all we've got. We got 2 more switches. Both of them need to have a... No, we have 3 more. So this is going to be a problem.
We've used green in this one. We've used yellow. We haven't used yellow in this one.
Yeah, we haven't. We have used...
We didn't use...
We've used green, blue, and red. Right? But that leaves us with only 2. I have just added 3. 1, 2, 3 switches.
Yeah.
So that won't do. We need 1 more color. That's easy enough to do, really. Right?
Just add a color.
Just add a color and you're fine.
Let's do a pink now.
We've already got a purple or whatever. Plus, you know what? I don't really dig these. They're too light. So let's go for like darker colors. A little bit, you know, a bit more...
Bold.
Yeah. Clearer colors. So we can see them better. There. So there's a gray switch. We need to be careful not to have it too gray or something. Because
we might have concrete tiles at some point.
We know that when you press the switch, it becomes darker. So
and it'll become like blackish.
Well, blackish would be fine, but you need to be able to tell. If it becomes too black, then you can't tell that it's there. That sort of stuff. Okay, we could use aqua, if necessary. Some kind of fuchsia we could use as well.
Didn't you say it was fuchsia?
Fuchsia is how they pronounce it in English. Which is weird because they're not reading half of the letters that are there. But there you go. So, what were we doing? All right. adding these colors. So the problem now is because we've changed these colors, the proportions between all of the colors have changed. This is a pain. So it'll tell you what, let's immediately think of more colors, because otherwise we're going to pay for this problem in the future, right? So let's open the calculator, and 255, what is it divisible by? 3, not 6. Is it divisible by 9? No.
It's divisible by 5.
It is, and that's where we were. But it's not divisible by 10. So we're starting to have problems. I mean, even if we're close, I think we approximate, I believe. Don't we? So we're going to get there. What's the situation? Times the length. Yeah, so we're going to get there, even if we're slightly over. So it won't be a problem, whatever the number we pick of multiples. Right, so let's add 2 more at least. Right, I mean, I don't want to have it that complicated, but so a dark green. I think we would need a more there, something like teal. There, a teal, and we said a fuchsia. Yeah, well, that looks stupid. We don't have an orange. There, a full blast orange. That'll do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you now give it the beans 100%, then it gets orange.
The beans?
If you give it the beans, yeah. Oh, I just noticed something. That's wrongo bongo. Because the length, you could go over. Yeah, you have a color that doesn't exist. So we need to mathf dot clamp, and it will be between 0 and, just to make sure, but that gives us a positive bias, I think, on the 8, because if you hit 7 or 8, you're gonna get 8, which isn't. Yeah, it's not right. What I'm doing is I'm gonna leave the clamp in. By the way, the clamp's wrong. I'm going to leave the clamp in, but I'm going to put this -1, and I'm going to put it in brackets so it knows that this needs to be cast as a float.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good. Let me put a bit of order here.
Wasn't actually going out of the screen.
Yeah, but just in case, there, now it would be. Right, so let's see. So get switch status, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's good. Now what we need to do is we need to modify all of the entity information for all the switches. So this switch over here and this switch over here. Well, I mean, we can leave them, but we may get a different result. I say we leave those. Now let's do 255, divided by however many do we have? 8. So that gives us 32 about. If you get to 32, increments of 32, you're going to get there. Now that's on the green channel, right? So if we take a look at this one, for example, on the green channel, this was a 51. So this will be over 32. So this one will be second color. What's the second color? Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the original design. We originally designed this would be green.
Yeah.
Right? So we need a 62 here, or a 64. So let's go with 64.
Because 32 and then 64 would be the second color.
So it would be that and this. Right, now let's take a look at this one. What do we got? 102. So this was supposed to be the next color. It will be okay, or it should be. Okay, now we've got this color. What color was this supposed to be? 153. Sure, whatever. I'll just leave it there. I can't even be asked to try and figure it out. The blue, though, that's important, and it's just a very precise number. So we're gonna go with 140. We need to be careful. No, we don't. Okay, so let's go with 140. And then for this one, let's go with 34. We don't have the second color. Okay, so there's this weird color over here. That's going to be this switch, this gate, this switch. And this gate is horizontal. This means it also needs pure red.
Oh.
Remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is now done. Now we've got these 2 switches. The first one is going to open this gate. Now for the first switch, let's do a substantially brighter green. So 150, We had 32, we said. So 32, 64, 96. Do we have anything on 96? We
Don't
have
think
a
so.
we have a 102. Yes, we do.
Mm.
So 96, 120 something. I don't think we have that. So what is it? 128. So we're gonna go to 130 on green. This one has no red because it's a vertical door. And blue, we're gonna go 160. So blue is easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
There, that's done. Now this one's a horizontal door, but anyway. And now we've got to go even further up, but over 100 and... Oh, wait a moment. Well, 128. The next one's supposed to be 150 something. So this one is 102. That's fine. And this one is 153. I don't know if that's sufficient. 128 plus 32 is 160. So that's not sufficient. Let's do 162.
Okay.
And paint it, and then just add the red. Okay, paint it. Good. Now we can go even further up. We're gonna go another 30, so
select this one?
200. Right?
I think you selected
There.
No.
Okay, and we don't need the red for the switch. There it is. Now for the ladders, this one is pure red, so this is definitely going to be pure red. But the opposite one, going in the opposite direction,
Do we have one? Going in this?
we may not have it now, but we will soon. So, this is half. Wait, what? If this is 128, how is it pointing in the right direction? So 0 is... Oh, that's not 0, that's full. Never mind, but still. Okay, so 128. So then this one, what's it gonna be? I'm not sure. So to have the ladder rotated in the other direction, maybe not 128, maybe 64. Well, let's try that for now. So that and that. Now the vases, they need probability. Now we're gonna, probability is easy, it's just red. We're gonna give it a fairly high one, like this. And we're gonna go these 4 in the middle, slightly lower, these 4 on the outside. Whoops.
And very low for the last.
And, well, not very low, but lower
Lower.
for these.
Looks pretty.
Okay, so now let's export the map. Export the entities.
And then export the info.
Export entity info. Look at how complex this is getting.
And scroll out and there's a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, this is like, oh dear.
We
If you-
already are having trouble with this.
Yeah, if you have to change anything, it's like pain. It's not a great design, this. But it's fine, it'll work. So, and it's easily editable by you. Like, I mean, easily. It's editable by you, put it that way. Okay, don't give me any cheats. Okay, so I can't pick up the vase. It's good. Okay, so it's a yellow switch, which is what it used to be. But it's much more visible now, I'm happy.
And so is there
I would still like to give it some kind of light or something. Uh-oh, so the gate is green, but the switch is yellow. Which is odd. Alright, so let's see the situation here. Okay, red gate is moved by red switch. That's good. Green, blue looks blue, purple looks maybe. No, purple looks wrong. So, the purple switch down here, right? It shouldn't look that purple. What's the color of this? This is gray. This switch should look gray. And it doesn't. So these are the bugs we need to remember. So there's a yellow switch over here. Aha, look, so this switch looks gray, but it opens the teal door. That's odd. I don't understand. Okay, so see, now I'm blocked here. I need to pick up the treasure. We did guess the ladders correctly, so that's funny. Correct? Nope, incorrect. It even opens the wrong door.
Which door did it open?
I bet you it's open the one all the way in the bottom. Yep,
Yeah.
the one you wanted to open. Okay, so good. So this shouldn't be too complicated to fix. So these entities, this one over here, opened this door. That seems odd to me. Let's take a look. So 200 on the green. 162. So maybe we just hit a dangerous area. Yeah, see how I thought like this one should be exactly. What the heck? That's weird. Wait a moment. I realized something before we make this change, actually. Hey.
Huh? Did you delete it?
What the heck? That's a lot of... Oh, hello. Okay. So, there. Stop here. We're good. So, what we need to do first, before we do anything, is change the code of the gates. Because we've done the switches, and that's fine with this particular caller ID. But we didn't do the spikes. So the spikes should have a caller ID, and it's Rongo Bongo. That explains a few things already. So let's immediately test it like this. Because
This time, let's cheat. We don't want to go the whole way.
we can't cheat. Well, I mean, we can only just sort of...
I meant like do the teleport thing.
Yeah, but I want to check that the switches are correct when they open, so not
Oh
really.
yeah, there's one wrong one here.
Tricked ya. Alright, yeah, it's yellow now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually going to work, except one of the switches is going to be objectively wrong now. Oh, subtle. Okay, so that one's now grey, and it looks grey too. Purple. Yeah, the silver switch actually moved the teal oh, it's purple. What the freezer? So the gray switch activated. How did it? What? That's weird, dog. All right, so this switch has a door ID of 0.47058882. Oh, they have exactly the same door ID. So that's weird. Because it opened this one.
Which is the ID of?
Same door ID, that's the problem. So if you have two doors with the same ID, it's gonna pick and choose one. So what ID does this switch have, which by the way is incorrectly purple? So this one's rubbish. The switch, please. The switch, thanks. 47. Ooh, hello. They all have exactly the same ID. This is very strange. That they all have the same ID. Did they give them? Oh, did I give him the same blue? That's a possibility, isn't it? Because blue is what determines the ID.
Yeah, you were changing the green.
I was changing the green. So let's see. This one works correctly. So the blue here is 120. The blue here is 120. The blue here is 120. And the blue here is 120. Well, isn't that easy? Then all you do, I thought I'd give it 140 though. I'm gonna give it 200. There. Just no mucking about, you know what I mean? There's a plop. And now, same one. Just give it full blast red. There. Export. And this, I think, was the only switch that was wrong. Wrongo bongo. Oh dear. That's fine. That's fine. Open this. Pick up. Got the hand of God. Open this. Open this. And there we go.
Now you have a million vases to throw and mess with.
Yeah, but we'll never know if we could have made it. If we can use a vase to actually click that switch. We need to try a different switch. Oh wait, I can't.
You are getting.
I am getting beaten. I feel much better now. Oh wait, the purple switch is now down. Oh, we've got a problem. The blue switch. Oh no, we don't. Huh? I wanna hit the blue switch.
Yeah, they unclick every other click switch. That seems right.
I'm sorry? I wanna see if this can hit the blue switch down there. Too short. Yeah, the problem is this vase is quite delicate. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should change it so it doesn't explode. See, there's a problem. We don't know if we can actually break through that. Like use the vase to hit that thing. I don't know. Right, we need to test this properly. So stop, play. Hey Raimu. Thanks. What's the situation? What time is it? 47. Okay, so let's do this last test and there we go. We need to figure out if the vase can be used on the switch. You ain't gonna catch me. Whoa. He's a very happy fellow. Okay.
Yay!
It's worked perfectly. It's a bit miraculous, frankly. I didn't expect it. But this opens up interesting possibilities. So we can grab this, wait for the bombs to go away. Fail. You can then try again, right? So
Yeah, you've got a million vases. Plus, you can just go pick up hearts next if you got to.
Hey, old man! I like the
He
noise.
sounds like he does so much work and.
So again, I wasn't able to actually get it there. I'm a bit. There, I hit it. So you can hit the switches with these. It's not great though. Especially because it actually changes depending on whether you're walking forward or not. See what I mean? The player could even grab one of these vases. And use it as a weapon for this. And here instead of having, you know what? Instead of having this purple switch over here, we could have it over here and throw a vase to it to open this, and then have a treasure. But we'll worry about this next time. Actually, let's just make that change real quick ourselves. Right now. So we're going to cut this and put it here, I believe. Yep. And then cut this and put it here. Whoa! Messed it up. Cut here and put it here.
What accent are you using?
I don't know, something American. So there's this one over here. This switch that needs to be used to open that. Oh, hello. Thanks for the follow, lazy girl. So there's this. I don't know what to do with this. Because this one's gonna open this door, and here you just need to blast through. So I mean that could be good. We could blast through. Yeah, you know what? Let's make this a bit simpler. So we're gonna move this over here, right? So it's not gonna be particularly difficult to open the door on the other side, right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna open. We're gonna add vases here, and then just. I mean, I'm lazy. This is ridiculous. Here, here, and here, and then maybe one over here, so it's in the way. No, actually, I don't like that. I want you to have to pick them up. And let's give these vases a probability of drop that isn't particularly high. So
that you don't pay attention to that.
Well, I mean, you won't know. As a player, you don't know anyway, right? So there you go. And now you can pick up these vases to go through here and open this. But you can also use a bomb to open that, right? Now, players may not even figure that out yet, right? So we're giving them options. But once they go through here, they'll be locked. So if they mess this up, it's not going to work, right? So I'm thinking, because this is easy to hit with a vase. I want to make it very unattractive to go there with a vase. Change my mind. Away with these. Right? So there are no vases here. And you need to pick up one all the way from here to go down there with a vase. Or try it with one of the bombs. It'd be great to have some instructions too, but what can you do?
It's a Zelda game.
Yeah,
Zelda I don't think Zelda has heard of instructions before.
Yes, there are some. Anyway. Right, so this is good. We can hide this. We can shifty entities and entity info.
None of these.
You give it a try.
Okay. Like no.
Let's see if you can get to the magical treasure that isn't there.
Oh yeah, I can't pick them.
You ain't got the glove. The hand of God. Oh dear, death and pain. Extreme pain.
I've been switchified.
Oh, you're going to die so bad. Boink.
I've been switchified.
Well, switchified doesn't have anything to do with anything at the moment because pressing A or B doesn't.
I'm very clumsy with this controller. I mean, especially because my hands are
If you find the Xbox 360 controller more uncomfortable than the Switch controller, there's something wrong with you. The Switch controller is made by evil people.
I don't think so. You are not going to notice me. Except you are.
Oh, well done. Oh boy. Alert everything!
Okay. Yay, safe!
You have survived.
Yes, I got the glove.
We need a checkpoint now that I think about it.
Don't want
Your fella's happy.
I'll take a swim in a second. I didn't mean now. Yay, time to get myself some health.
Okay. Hit the next one. That's interesting. See, that's what I'm worried about. Nice.
Nice.
Run! Uh-oh. Now you see there's no switch over there? There is a switch, but you need to get there.
Bombos.
Yeah, well, you already know that you can pick up the bombos,
Hello.
but the other players won't.
Ouch.
It's a one painful step for humanity. Avoid the walls!
It's so hard to control this thing because I keep hitting walls.
It's incredibly difficult.
I'm waiting. Turn!
Stop walking into the wall! Go down straight and then to
It's
the
not
right.
like this pathway is thin.
It's your bed.
Ah, yeah, I didn't walk into the wall.
And you opened it.
Yay,
Ta-da!
I got the invisible treasure that isn't there.
Congratulations.
I got the dance
And you
party
actually
time.
managed to officially survive here. That's not bad. Well, that concludes our episode for today. Thanks very much for watching, YouTube crowd, and we'll bid you farewell. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.